Hello and welcome to our January Index webinar. I am Kent McDill, Senior Writer here at Spectrem Group, and with me is Senior Consultant Kathy Dordick. Our topics today are the highlights from the Spectrem Investor Confidence Indices for December, as well as our new study, The Wealthiest Americans, which examines the attitudes and behaviors of investors with a net worth of at least $25 million. I'll begin with a discussion of the Confidence Index, which in December became the Lack of Confidence Index. Amid continuing confusion over tariff battles and other global economic conflicts, as well as Trump administration decisions on the Middle East, like pulling troops out of Syria and maintaining a positive trade relationship with Saudi Arabia, the affluent and millionaire confidence indices took a dive to territories not seen in many months. Year to year, both indices have dropped 17 points. On this chart, you can see the Millionaire Confidence Index dropped by 6 points to 1, and the Affluent Confidence Index dropped to -5. The Spectrum Affluent Investor Confidence Index dropped to a negative number for the second consecutive month. The SAICI reflects the confidence of investors with $500,000 in investable assets. It's at the lowest level it's been at since August of 2013. And this is the first time since February of 2013 that the SAICI has been in negative territory in consecutive months. The Spectrum Millionaire Investor Confidence Index, which reflects the confidence of investors with $1 million in investable assets, dropped 6 points to 1, which is its lowest level in 3 years. Obviously, it sits just above negative territory, which the SMICI has not been in since January of 2016. The only specific element of the confidence index that saw notable improvement was in stock mutual fund investing, but among millionaires was actually a drop in both stock and stock mutual fund investing, with stock investing among millionaires down to 27.8%, the lowest level reported since May of 2017. Among all investors, only 23.2% said they intended to increase their level of investment in the coming month, and that is a 5-year low for added participation in investing. The Spectrum Household Outlook, which asks investors to consider the impact of current economic conditions on 4 components of household finance, rose slightly in December to 14.5. But that remained well below the levels from September and remained below 20 for the third consecutive month. That was also true for the Millionaire Outlook, which fell to 17.66, again remaining under 20, which is very unusual for millionaire investors. Overall, the outlook for household income and company health rose, which is why the overall outlook rose. But the outlook for the economy really took a dive to negative 15.6, the lowest level in more than 2 years. The outlook for the economy is actually the most reactionary component of the Spectrum Household Outlook, but it has been on a downturn for many months. Now I'll turn the conversation over to Kathy Dordick to discuss our report on the wealthiest Americans.
Thank you, Kent. As Kent had mentioned before, our 25 million plus study was fielded throughout 2018 and includes 185 individuals with over $25 million in net worth, not including their primary residence. This report addresses what these investors think about financial professionals, what they want from them in the future. It also looks at communication, technology, social media usage of these investors as it pertains to their financial lives, as well as many other topics. And these are just a few of the interesting findings from that report. 74% of 25 million plus investors are worried that the next generation is going to be wasteful with the inheritance that's being passed on to them. When these investors are contemplating wealth and happiness, over 3/4 feel that their happiness is due in large part to their wealth. Younger investors feel even more strongly that wealth is a large part of their happiness. While these investors may feel that money brings happiness, it does not bring peace of mind regarding health issues. Over 3/4 of 25 million plus investors are worried about their own health or the health of their spouse. When looking at the various information sources that 25 million plus investors could use for financial information, the study found that these investors use a variety of sources. Over 2/3 use their financial advisor to obtain information. Younger 25 million plus investors are more likely than their older counterparts to listen to podcasts, syndicated radio shows, or go on their provider or advisor's website. Nearly half of 25 million plus investors have communicated with their financial advisor via Facebook. That percentage jumps up to over 3/4 for the younger 25 million plus investors. However, nearly 2/3 of the older segment of investors have not had contact with their advisor via any social media or texting. The most common method does continue to be conducting business in person for 25 million plus investors, although older investors are more likely than others to conduct business via phone. Just how many advisors are these investors seeing in person or on the phone? The study revealed that over 3/4 of 25 million plus investors use at least one advisor, and 46% of 25 million plus investors use 3 or more financial advisors. As you look into planning for 2019, you may want to be aware of Spectrem's Wealthy Investor Series. This series provides 6 comprehensive reports that take a close look at different topics that impact wealthy investors, as well as many other components of relevant information. This information is presented via Spectrem's Visual Analytics online platform, allowing each user to customize the information that they see using a variety of filters. This enables each user to see our research in the manner that makes most sense for them, allowing for custom data analysis and comparisons. All of this can be done anywhere you access the internet. That's all for this afternoon. Thank you so much for tuning in, and if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out.